Hey everyone, Extreme here. We have Antione McBay from CopyProTraders here with us. Welcome, Anton.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got a few questions lined up for you about your program and everything. So let's start off. First, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and so on.
Well, I'm originally from Dallas, Texas, and I've been involved in the direct sales industry for a little over 24 years. Uh, Through mentorship, started having just some incredible success. Lived in London a couple of years because of the industry, consulted in the industry, and just I'm used to building large teams, understand leadership, so I understand the direct side of business. But to be honest with you, I was not that knowledgeable in cryptocurrency until about 5 years ago. And I had a mentor who was a Chinese lady that was born in Vietnam, but raised in Los Angeles, California, that began to mentor me in cryptocurrency. This is when Bitcoin was almost $400. And before you know it, I was paying my bills with cryptocurrency, paying my gas, buying groceries with cryptocurrency. And I joke and I tell people today that was the most expensive gas I ever purchased before in my life.
No, that's for sure. Especially with the price rising rapidly like it is.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
So
But that's how I
where
got into crypto.
so where did the idea of CopyProTraders start?
Now that's an interesting story. It started from obviously experience in the crypto space. The lady that mentored me really opened my mind to crypto, to understand and to want to learn more. And at that time, after about 9 months of mentorship, she shared with me she was starting a business and asked me if I would join her in building and growing that business. And she had known me from my direct sales experience. She knew I was a great builder, great leader. She says, Antoine, I respect your integrity. I've known you for 10 years. I'd be honored if you do this with me. I've already talked to my other business partners about you. And I did. I'm thinking, wow, after what you just taught me, absolutely. That was the very first crypto business I had ever got involved with. And through that experience, that business started to grow in China, Korea, Vietnam. It's how I ended up in Asia. And that company paid out $250 million in Bitcoin commissions directly into consumers' wallet, which was unusual at that time. They were doing something very unique and different back then as opposed to what other companies were doing. They gave away just fancy automobiles and Rolex watches and all of that. But even though a lot of people made a lot of money, magnified by 50 the number of people that were hurt from that business model. And it was one of those promise to pay type business models where you hand over your $5,000, your $10,000, and the company promised to pay you a certain percentage every single day, and you can double your money over the next 12 months. Well, I didn't know what I didn't know is my very first business. And even though people made great money, I saw marriages break up. I saw people lose their homes. I saw they lost their business because they followed what they thought and saw success, but at the end of 2 years, it just went boom, came crashing down. And so at that time, I'm thinking to myself, what went wrong? And this was not one of those scenarios where the founders just took the money and ran. The business model was just not sustainable at the end of the day. That was the problem. And so from there, of course, everyone is coming to me with different crypto opportunities and different business models, and I'm evaluating them. I'm looking at them. You know, one of the top earners in that company, which was a Korean gentleman who made over $1 million in the business, asked me to be the president of his crypto company, but he wanted to add a tangible product to it. And I'm thinking, here I am, a guy from Dallas, Texas, and want me to be the president of a Korean cryptocurrency company. But it was the relationship that he and I had built, and he trusted me. But even with that, I still saw the issues in the industry with the business model itself. The reason a copy pro traders exist is because, in my opinion, it is the right way to do cryptocurrency. I don't think anyone should give up the custody of their asset at all. Let me maintain control. Let the customer determine their own risk factor, as opposed to handing over their money to some company with founders they never met, companies they never been to an office or anything. They really don't know anything about that company, just handing it over. And they're hoping and promising one day that they can get all their money back. You and I both know, Extreme Crypto, you've been in the space for a while. I'm sure you've seen what can happen with those type of business models. And that's just not the case with what we have with CPT. No one could ever say that if something happened to our company, God forbid, that we ran off with their crypto, because we never take possession of it.
Exactly. That's why I'm so keen on this project. But my second question evolves out of your answer. Just explain to everyone, why is the previous company you just spoke about different from what you're doing right now?
Well, if we look at what's in the industry today as it relates to crypto, I'm going to go ahead and just call it out and say what it is at the end of the day. You've got a lot of smart contract crypto business models. Okay. If we evaluate those business models, they are 100% recruit driven business models, which means in order for that engine to be successful, the recruiting must continue. If the recruiting stops, the engine stops. And what typically happens if it's only 100% recruit driven, eventually it's going to run its course. So it's a ticking time bomb at the end of the day. That's one crypto business model that's out there. Okay. If people want to do it, that's fine. I'm not telling you what not to do. I'm saying it's best to get educated on exactly what's going on, so you can, again, determine how much you want to risk. The second model, as we've talked about, is the promise to pay, where the company's saying, give me your money and I'll pay you a certain percentage. We're going to trade it or whatever they say they're going to do. And if we were to really be honest, we really don't know what they're doing with the money, you know? And I'm speaking from experience. I can give you 11 Bitcoin reasons, Extreme Crypto, why you shouldn't do that type of business model. 11 Bitcoin reasons. Okay. So for me, it's just not worth it. Not when you have a model like what we have that says, no, control your asset, because that's the difference. We don't take possession of your crypto. You always control it. It remains in your account on your exchange that nobody has access to but who? You. And you determine your risk factor. Obviously, trading is risky. I tell everyone that you shouldn't trade the bill money. But I know people that have given up $50,000. Myself, 11 Bitcoins. Add up 11 Bitcoins today. It's a lot of money. I could have just used 2 of those Bitcoins to trade with and bank the rest, save it. But, you know, my wife almost had a nervous breakdown because of what happened with us financially through that business model. And I have vowed to never, ever be a part of anything like that before. But yet I want to provide a solution for the everyday ordinary people who are now getting involved in crypto, which, as you and I both know, it's more and more today as mass adoption is taking place with all these financial institutions that are now getting involved.
It's talking about the risk. What's the worst case scenario or the most risk someone like me have with CopyProTraders?
Well, if anybody tell you you're never going to lose a trade, they're going to be lying to you. At the end of the day, trading is risky, but it's not Forex. It's not like I've got, you know, $10,000 in the account and I can blow my wad on $10,000. Here in crypto, you're buying an asset. The type of trading that we're doing is called swing trades, swing spot trading. We're using Tether, USDT, which is a stable coin, to purchase either Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash or Link. Yeah, we're looking to buy low and to sell high, capturing the gains. And through the sophisticated software technology that we have, it allows the everyday ordinary person to follow a trader, a pro trader. And at the end of the day, the way our business model is set up, the pro trader, they don't even know you are following them. They don't even know how much you are trading. The pro trader is using our software to take trades that they were going to take even if there was no CopyProTrader. And it just so happened, if you select them to follow, you can take the exact same trades and you decide how much you want to put at risk per trade. You have full control.
Yeah, you can even stop the trades if you want to. You don't need to wait for them to stop it.
That's exactly right. For someone who is kind of keen and savvy as it relates to trading, the trader can buy a trade. You can go on your exchange because you receive an email letting you know that the trader just purchased Ethereum or just purchased Litecoin, and you can go on your exchange to verify. And if you really want, you can go set your own stop loss. You have full control. Or if you see you're up in value, you may be happy with the value being up and say, oh, I'm done. I want to swing and take it out, put it back in the USDT. You have that kind of control, which is the power, once again, of the CPT program.
No, that's amazing. All right, talking about the traders, currently you have 4 traders. Just tell us a little bit about them.
We've added a 5th one now. Our goal is to have 20 traders eventually when it's all said and done. And obviously, we're just getting started. And so we want to, of course, allow some time to go by so that we can have some historical data as relates to trading within CopyProTraders. Of course, the traders have to pass our test. As we vet them out, they have to provide a level of transparency of their trading history on their own personal exchanges. And so we need to see what they've done in the past. But at the end of the day, we have to also see what they do within CPT. And so with that being said, I recommended starting out following a pro trader by the name of 𝙏𝙗𝙖𝙣𝙠 because I have a personal relationship with this trader and I know what they've been doing for the past 3 years. I have lived it. And so that is the traits that I've shown in terms of providing some transparency to people who want to see, well, what has 𝙏𝙗𝙖𝙑 done with CPT? Well, here it is. Here's the date of the trade. Here's the pair that you bought, the buy price, the sell price, the percentage of win, the percentage of loss. And her numbers have been staggering, been outstanding, as a matter of fact.
Talking about the historical data, will it be available on the webpage sometime? Even though if it's just a trade showing the percentages, we don't need to see their volume trades. It's way bigger than a probably trade for us. But just giving us a percentage of, all right, this trader has done this week, has done this over a month. And that will give individuals like me the opportunity to see, all right, but I do want 𝙏𝙗, or no, I don't like missing 3 trades even though a profit is like this, but this trader at 100% even though his profit is lower.
Yes, we will. We will show on the website the actual monthly end, like month end numbers of each trader. So absolutely, we will do that and provide that type of transparency. That is to come for sure.
And then I've seen at the current stage, we can only pick 1 trader at a time. Will there be an option to pick more than 1 trader, or will it be done differently?
At this time, you can only select 1 trader to follow. We are evaluating and looking at a way and putting together a program where the customer, if they want to select 2 traders, what they would need to do in order to do that. We're not there today, not yet. So as of now, the customer can only select 1 pro trader to follow.
Oh, cool. All right, that one you answered. All right, then talking about the referrals and the promotions. I see on the referral you got a promotion until the 31st of January. Is that promotion gonna stay the same afterwards, or what's the changes we could be expecting?
Well, right before I kind of get into the promotion, I want everyone to clearly understand our business model and understand also the purpose of CopyProTraders. We are purpose-driven, mission-led. This business model is not your traditional business. We're leveraging a for-profit business where we can help solve social global issues. And one of the issues that is dear to our heart that we want to help solve is the lack of nutrition in children. There's 1 child that dies every 6 seconds simply due to nutrition. And we can make a difference. So when you subscribe as a customer, you're helping to feed a child. That's number 1. Number 2, for those who choose to leverage our customer acquisition model and start earning commissions in Bitcoin in real time, paid into your own private wallet after 3 blockchain confirmations, then the more income that you earn leveraging the customer business model, the more children you help feed. So as you begin to make a difference in your own personal world, you're actually helping to make a difference in the world. And we're going to show the impact that our social trade community is having on the world as we're helping to feed children, as we're helping with mental illness, breast cancer awareness. We also want to build children's hospitals. Because we have just launched, and obviously we know as you are launching any business, you can have what I call growing pains. And one of the issues I would say of growing pains that we have and where we can get better, because we know exactly where we can get better and we will, is what I call the onboard process of connecting the API keys from your exchange to the actual software. Because currently we're working with 4 exchanges. We're working with Binance.com. We're working with HitBTC, Kraken, and KuCoin. Those are the 4 exchanges that you can open up an account. All your funds stay in your own account. All trading is taking place in your account. But through the connection of your API keys to our software, when that trader takes a trade, the actual software talks to your exchange to facilitate that trade that you can go verify on your own exchange. Now, with Binance.com, there are issues of reporting where you can see the trades in the back office of CopyProTraders. You cannot see it if you're using Binance.com. You can see it on your Binance.com website, but you won't see it in the back office of CopyProTrader. And by the way, that's not an issue of CopyProTraders. It's an issue of Binance, okay? All the other exchanges, you can see all your trade histories. It will mirror exactly what's going on your exchange in the back office of CopyProTrader. And so as we get better with helping consumers on board, getting set up with their API keys, which you only have to do one time, by the way, and then you check a box, put in the amount you want to trade per trade, you're done. Okay. Everything else happens automatic from there. So right now we do run launch promotions where right now that will end on the 31st. Normally you would earn, well, let me start here. You earn $21 in direct commissions. So everyone you personally refer is $21 direct. We have indirect, which is $7 in commission levels 2 through 7. To unlock generations 2 through 7, you must personally directly refer 2. So 2 is the magic number, minimum, okay? Now when you unlock generation 2 through 7 on your second level, instead of earning $7, we doubled it. You earn 14, 14, 14, 14. And remember, we pay in Bitcoin in real time. The commissions are available after 3 blockchain confirmations. The reason we are running this promotion right now is because our only paid rank position is called top affiliate, which is an additional $10 bonus on top of all of our commission payouts. Additional $10 on your direct, which would be 31 as opposed to 21. Additional $10 on your indirect, which would be 17 as opposed to 7. And then it opens up the 8th level and pay you unlimited levels deep, 10, 10, 10, 10. Not bad for a $99 affiliate business model. But in order to become a top affiliate, it requires a little bit of work. We created for the serious builder, the committed person that want to make a high 6-figure, 7-figure monthly income. You have to personally directly have 15, and you have to help those 15 have direct 5 each. So 5 is the magic number, which is a great number because it covers their monthly subscription every month. They're making $105 a month. Now they can pay their subscription out of profit versus out of pocket. But by you helping them, you're doubling your income during this promotion. 14, 14, 14, which has helped driving you to top affiliate to put even more money in your pocket. That's why we're running the promotions. Will it run after the 31st? I have another secret for after the 31st of another promotion that we will run. So I'll save that.
We'll do another call after the 31st and you can explain it all about. I
There
won't
you
push
go.
you for it.
There you go.
So,
There
all right,
you go.
we're paying a monthly fee. The traders, do they just live off their own profits or do they get a portion of it?
Well, no one gets any commissions from your trading profits, nor are there any commissions from you funding of your trade accounts. No one is a broker here. I love that. That means we're just a clean business model. The traders, the company pays that pro traders $2 for every follower. So at the end of the month, that pro trader who don't know who's following them, who don't know how much the consumer is trading each month because the trades take place on their own exchange, that pro trader would get a snapshot of the number of followers from the company and then pay them $2 for every follower above and beyond the direct commissions, the indirect, and of course the top affiliate bonuses. So all of that is available for that pro trader.
Well, that's good to know, because that means each trader needs to be a good trader to make a living still, because getting $2 from the company, it's not going to be a living for them, which is a good thing. I like that option really a lot. All right, then you answered that one. Now, setting up my back office, I can choose the amount I want each trade to be taken with. Like for instance, a minimum is $10, or you can go up to certain amounts. What will be the ideal amount for a person to start with to make at least sure they make up their subscription fee each month? And how many trades would you put aside to be available to make sure you don't miss out on a trade?
That's a very, very good question. And I'm going to answer this question in a way that the consumer will need to do a little bit of math themselves so that they can decide how much they want to put at risk in trading. So I'm going to speak for those who follow the Pro Trader 𝙏𝙗, because I know the strategy of 𝙏𝙗 as I continue to learn the strategies of the other pro traders, and that's going to happen with time. But right now, because I've lived off the trading of 𝙏𝙗 for the past 3 years, let me explain the philosophy of 𝙏𝙗, and then you can put some numbers to it. Okay. So 𝙏𝙗 will take a lot of trades throughout the day if she can, meaning if the market bears. So she doesn't wake up every morning and say, I'm going to make 5 trades today, or I'm going to make 3 trades today. No, the market determines how many trades. Okay. Now, she wants to earn small profits, but a lot of them throughout the day if she can. Sometimes it only happens once a day. Sometimes there's 2 and 3 days and it doesn't happen because of something going on in the market. And then sometimes it could be 6 times in one day. Okay. So she's looking to earn anywhere from 2% to 2.5% to 3% on every single trade. If she can do that in her mind, she knows that with time, she's going to pick up some 5%, some 6%, some 7% or more. So her goal is to be consistent on the 2.5%, 3.5%, and have multiple trades. I'll give you an example. From January the 5th of this year to January the 20th of this year, she had 31 trades. 31 trades. And her numbers were cumulative 76, a little over 76% minus the exchange fees. So that kind of give you an idea, okay, of what she's done. And we've been transparent showing those trades on the Zoom and everything, okay? But that's her strategy. Sometimes she uses stop loss. Sometimes she don't, because she knows that the coin is extremely volatile. Let me give you another example. So there was one trade she took where she bought Ethereum at a certain price. And then right after she bought it, Ethereum tanked. So she let it bottom out. She didn't have a stop loss, but she bought it again at the bottom and she doubled down. Now, this particular pro trader, 𝙏𝙗, is not trading less than $1,000 a trade. Her trades are minimum $1,000 to $3,000 a trade to $5,000 a trade, in some cases even $10,000 a trade, which is why if you do the math, 2%, 2.5%, 3% and up makes sense for her as a pro trader. So remember, she's buying and taking trades that she would take even if there was no CopyProTrader company. It just so happened the consumers get to select her and take the exact same trades leveraging the software. Now, answering your question, you would need to do the math on how much you need to trade per trade if you were going to average 2% wins per trade. But keep in mind, you got to subtract the exchange fees. Okay. Also, you want to have enough tether in your account that if any given time she is doing at least 5 trades in one day, that you can have enough funds allocated to be in on all 5 of those trades. What you don't want to do is say put $2,000 in the account and you're doing $1,000 trade. That means you only can do 2 trades. So you need to position yourself that in any given time, and not that every day there's going to be 5 trades, but it could be. Yesterday, there were 5 trades. There were 5 trades. And that was the market that determined that. So if you're in position, just in case there are 5 trades, then hey, you're in to maximize on your earnings. If I had to reduce it down, I would say at least be in position to do 4 trades in a day if the market bear it. Not saying that happens every day, not saying it happens every week, but it could happen. And if you're in position, you can make sure you can capitalize.
In my case,
so you would need to do the math. You would do the math and say, okay, if I'm trading this amount, what's 2% wins? What's 2% gains minus the exchange fees? There you go.
I did my math in a way. I'm trying to make sure I have at least 10 trades available because I know a little bit of trading on the side and I've done it, which I reckon will be enough. And I've divided basically my balance I put on by 10, and that's the trade size I'm doing. And it will cover my cost as well if I don't get any referrals, because I think that's the main thing. People need to understand also, you can pay your subscription fee, but it doesn't help you put only $100 in with $10 trades. You won't make up your subscription fee. That's why we need to calculate that and make sure everyone do get in profit. Otherwise, they'll do it for 1 month and they won't come back because they didn't make money, even though they didn't miss 1 trade possible for the month.
Exactly. And also keep in mind, if you're using Kraken exchange, Kraken has just upped their limit per trade to, I believe, anywhere from $35 to a little bit more. So Kraken, you can't even trade $10 on Kraken anymore.
I wouldn't recommend anyone trading $10 because they won't make back their subscription. That might be
with the fees from the exchange.
Yes. That might be a fraud, just pushing the limit up on the platform. So because if someone put in $10 and they've clicked $10 on CopyProTraders, they're never going to get the trade in Kraken. That might be something to think about.
I tell you what's interesting to me, okay? And I'm going to go here for just one moment, Extreme Crypto. You've got these programs where people will hand over $50,000 of their money to a company. They don't know these people at the end of the day. They are following someone who may have a little success, and so they trust, and they do. But they won't put $50,000 in their own account to manage their own risk factor, to earn money. You know, Robert Kiyosaki talked about the cash flow quadrant, and we know about it, the S, the B, the I, the E, right? And here is the I quadrant. This gives everyone to be in the I, leveraging your own dollars, putting your money to work for you as opposed to you working for the money. But here's a model that gives you full control.
Exactly.
You want to put in $200, but you give another company $20,000. You are backwards, completely backwards. Your thinking is wrong. You need to fund your own personal account and determine your own risk factor, maintaining control. That's where you hedge your bets.
Exactly.
That's where you hedge your bet. Not in another company that you don't know who they are.
Well, a lot of all my followers will know this. I'm in a lot of different programs, but I try to equal them out with the amounts I put in. I don't have favorites because we never know. And that's exactly what you just said. Some people will put more money into something else instead of just level it out to spread your risk to start off with and go from there. It makes a huge difference. Then, do you guys have a roadmap coming up? Do you have plans for the future?
We do. I mean, we've built this for the long haul. We know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly where we're going. We're excited, not so much about where we are, but where we're going. But it takes leaders with vision to help people with dreams. We didn't hire an actor or an actress to run TV commercials to acquire customers. We allowed everyday ordinary people, regardless of race, gender, religion, education, or background, to get in position to leverage their network to make a difference, not only in their world, but the world. And we do that for a reason, because it's you using the software. It's you that'll be able to tell the story and share your own personal experiences, because at the end of the day, it's all about your experiences. And I see us really as the trauma center for those who have failed in the direct sell industry, who have failed in the cryptocurrency space. 2020 was a hell of a year. We had a pandemic. People lost their jobs, their businesses. People are really hurting financially from this pandemic. People dying, family members dying. And so when you look at our model, allow someone to work from home, leverage your income, their own discretionary money. They don't have to recruit and build a team if they don't want to, but they can really, really make a difference. We are the trauma center for the cryptocurrency and direct sell space, because a lot of people have been hurt in different models, and they come here and we save them. We restore them financially. We restore them mentally. We educate them so that they know any other business model they want to do, they go in knowing, educated to make the best decision for them to determine the risk factor.
That's a great answer. Thank you. Appreciate it. Then one last question. Any advice or phrase you want to leave the viewers or subscriptions with?
I'll just say this. We're building something special. For those of you that are looking at this right now, there's a window of opportunity here that many of you can capture and just have unbelievable things happen for you and your family. Don't take this moment in time for granted. People say timing is everything. We are in a unique position based on where we are. No one really knows about us, but you have the opportunity to expose who we are and share it with others. As someone that you know, that you have a relationship with, if I can show you a way to save the life of a child, and at the same time put money in your pocket without recruiting and building a team, would you want to know how? It's that simple. And you look for people that say yes. We're looking for people who are looking for us at the end of the day. We've got pre-recorded videos that gives the presentation that you can send to those prospects and allow the system to do the talking for you. So you don't have to explain it. Let the system explain it. And so we're just looking for people to partner with. And we're looking for people who want to leave significance. Significance is not what happens to you, but it's what happens through you. And it's through people like you, Extreme Crypto, that have aligned yourself with us that can help leave significance. Thank you for your time, and thank you for allowing me to join you.
I appreciate it. I have to say thank you for coming on. I hope we can do a follow-up one soon as things progress and keep on growing. And I think the main thing is everyone needs to go out and adjust and review their own risk management. Do they want to give out their money, or do they want to be in control? Yeah, you're more in control. You have control of your money. Yes, there can be trades that goes negative, but you can stop them if you want to, or you can trust the trader who does it for you. So the opportunities are endless. So thank you again. Right. I appreciate you being on, and we'll do a follow-up one for sure.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, yeah?